Hey everybody, Ryan Kwan here with a video review on the Obliq Naked Shield for the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. So I have the case here in the orange color, and as far as pricing goes, this case goes for $11.99 right now on Amazon. So it's a fairly budget case, but for that price you are, in my opinion, getting a really high quality case. Now with that said, it definitely isn't the most premium looking case on the market, but for the price the components are pretty high quality from what I've been seeing. First, you have two components. You have the clear polycarbonate shell that's going to provide you the hard protection, and you have the inner TPU membrane. Of course, this will change color depending on which color you get, and the inner TPU membrane of course is going to provide you that shock protection. You can see on the inside corners here, there's like these little air gaps, and that just helps to provide more dispersion as your phone or the phone with the case makes impact on the surface. Overall, it should be a fairly protective case. I'm definitely not going to drop it, so I really couldn't tell you, like in a real world experience, how effective it is, but based on what I've gathered, it should do a fairly nice job. So in terms of installing the case, it's pretty simple. What you want to do is get your clear shell, get the TPU membrane, and you have, actually before you put the shell in, on the polycarbonate shell, you actually have the cutouts for the TPU that's going to poke through. So you just really align those and align the power button. And what I like to do is just go this way from like the back and just sort of stretch out the TPU alongside the polycarbonate shell. Don't worry too much about the bottom. The bottom is something you're going to have to sort of work out after you install it. But for the meantime, as long as you have this area pretty nicely done, you should be good to go. So after you do that, it's fairly simple. You just now get your phone, and they recommend you do it power button side first. So that's what I'm going to do. So just drop it in like that, and then snap this corner in and this corner in. And now we actually have to worry about the bottom part here. So if you take a close look, the TPU is like sort of coming out here. It's not actually inside the clear shell. So you can see like little ridges right here, and you just have to sort of poke it in. You should hear a snap on both ends. The case is now finally installed, and everything is good to go. So very form-fitting. And so if you do drop your phone with this case on, it should do a very nice job of protecting your phone. So now getting into the visual aspects of this case, you can see that the TPU membrane does a very nice job bordering the frame of the display, and it just really makes your phone stand out from the crowd, especially in this orange color. On the back, you've got that clear polycarbonate shell, so you can see, in my case, the AT&T logo and the Galaxy Note 5. You also have the metallic kickstand. Feels really solid actually. I believe this is zinc, so it's actual metal, which is really nice. Feels really sturdy. And if we take a closer look inside the kickstand mechanism, you can see it's got a spring so that it automatically pops out at a 45-degree angle, which is really nice, of course, for watching videos. Fairly convenient to have a kickstand like this. And you also have a magnet inside here to just automatically keep that secure. So really nice kickstand on the Naked Shield. And on the back, of course, we also have the cutout for the camera, flash, and the heart rate sensor. On the back, of course, we've got a cutout for the camera, flash, and the heart rate sensor. Now this case is designed with this curved cutout, so I have had no issues using the heart rate sensor, so you really shouldn't have that issue with this big of a cutout and this curved cutout here. So No big issues there. On the top, we've got a cutout for the microphone. On the left side, we've got coverings, of course, for the volume rockers, so volume up and volume down. The coverings on this case are just a little bit tough to press down, so you do have to use just a little bit of force. For some people, they may or may not like this, but it really just depends on what your preference is, so I'm not going to say too much about it. On the bottom, we've got the cutout for the headphone jack, micro USB port, speakers, microphone, and of course the S Pen. Overall, it's not too bad getting at the S Pen. On the right side, we've got, of course, the covering for the power button, and like I said, for the volume rockers, just a little bit tough, but nothing too major. So I mean, overall, I've had no issues with this case. The only thing I would like to point out is that the clear polycarbonate shell on the back, if you point the back at a light source, you start to get this rainbow effect, and it doesn't really bother me, but for some people, this may be something that bothers them, so just something I wanted to note. And yeah, I mean, that pretty much does it for this review. Overall, I think it's a very nice case, especially for the price. I've had no issues. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.